Oops. Okay, let's see. Let's get things going. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Okay, let's take care of that. How you doing, Shadow? Give me just a moment. Just a moment. How you doing, Clem? Yeah, I think it's Clem. Thank you for the roses name. Give me just a moment. Okay. I think we're good to go. Is YouTube not doing its thing? Hold on. YouTube, are you not doing your thing? Okay, no, I think no, it should be working. Should be working. All right, maybe YouTube's just being slow. Isn't anime talk? But have you seen? Hold on, need to move the TikTok chat over. Five Nights at Freddy's? No, I have not seen Five Nights at Freddy's. How you doing, name? Thank you for the roses. Let's get started. Oh, I forgot to plug in the treadmill. Hang on. Got to plug it in again. It's twice I forgot now. Okay. We're good. We're good. Come on. And there we go. There we go. Is Violet Evergarden good? I think it's fantastic, but there is the age gap is weird. The age gap is weird, but otherwise it's very good. And regarding the new One Punch Man episode, it's fine. It's fine. Why is my anime list private? Because I was tired of getting spammed in comments and I kind of just like to be left alone. Outside of the streams, like outside of Discord and my live streams, I kind of just want to be left alone. So I have my non-live stuff set to private. How you doing, Otaku? And Shahab, what's good? And we're almost done Axel World. Who approaches me? I don't know what you're talking about. Approaching me? No one's approaching me. Can I explain the start of Season 4? Why are the Eldians fighting in a war? Wait, hold on. I'm really bad with the Eldians. I know that name. The Eldians. Oh, the AOT. The whole Have you started? Okay, so that is explained very, very early into Attack on Titan Season 4. That's very, very quickly explained. So, like, just keep watching and it'll tell you. If you watch it and still don't understand, I will clarify. But it's explained in the episodes. My name is Aftab, and I want to. Okay, I don't know why you're telling me about marriage, but you want me to pray for you? Sorry, but if you need someone to pray for you to have a successful marriage, I think you're. I don't know, man. Maybe you're in the wrong marriage. It's my favorite channel. Okay, dude, come on. Let's not start the stream being weird. I don't follow soccer. Sorry, Alio. I just don't care between Ronaldo or Messi at all. Vinland Saga Season 2. Are you ice skating? Yes. Who decided that, Aura? Always. How you doing, Devilish? I'm not doing like a Beelzebub, not Beelzebub. A Beetlejuice, what's up? Nah. Or no, was that Scream? I think it was a Scream reference. Stranger Things, not really into it. It's 8 p.m. Well, here it's not 8 p.m. Thoughts on Blue Lock? It's pretty good. Mob Psycho's fantastic. Life is busy. Life is very busy. Can I recommend an anime? Literally anything. So, alright, I'm just gonna pick something random from my list then. You said anything, so I'm gonna say Odd Taxi. Yeah, this guy, I thought it might have been Scary Movie. It's been a while since I've seen that. Should I recommend me to what? I don't watch Stranger Things, I couldn't tell you. I'm gonna try and watch One Piece later. AOT is a good choice. AOT is a good choice, generally speaking. Is L the smartest character in anime? Not even close. There are multiple characters who literally know everything. Trying to power scale intelligence is also kind of silly. It's better than like strength power scaling, but still. There are characters who literally know everything at all times that will ever happen, who just have access to all information. So, no tie this beautiful. Yeah, I'm not wearing a tie. What's my opinion on mass deportation? Generally, it's a horrendous idea. Favorite MHA character, Mirio or Red Riot? You already watched Odd Taxi. Okay, let's go back to the list then. Have you seen Kisniver? How you doing, Dav? MHA is ending. I'm so annoyed. I think it's great. I love when a series ends because that means I can move on to something else. Anime recommendations to watch along Bleach. I did not ignore you, dude. I just don't see every single message. I'm watching 2 chats. Just it's gonna happen. Alongside Bleach, Soul Eater, I guess. What's this chat's niche? It's basically just general anime talk. It's not like a niche. It's not like a specific kind of anime. It doesn't even always include anime. Sometimes it's video games. It's kind of just talking about whatever, coming to hang out. What is the most depressing anime I've seen? Depends how I phrase it, because like there's depressing moments and depressing overall. Because I'm just trying Girls' Last Tour is pretty depressing. Not like it didn't make me depressed, but it does have a very depressing feel to it. Your top 5 non-romance? I don't have a top 5 to begin with. You are my favorite. What's wrong with you? Last Christmas I gave you my heart. Sing the rest? No, I don't sing, and I also don't know that song. But how are you doing, Amy? You already okay? You saw a girl. Okay, all right. So you saw Kisniver. Have you seen Parasite? Berserk? Yeah. Have you seen Parasite? Or hold on. Those are all characters. My Love Story, Hunter x Hunter. I can keep going. I have Mega. Okay, fine. I'll go more. I'll go more like lesser known. Have you seen All Out? Have you seen All Out? What's the craziest thing someone's ever typed in chat? Stuff that I would ban them for. Why is the chat walking? Why is the chat wilding? Chat's always wild. People on the internet are weird. Do I like monster anime? Yes. I'm at Bleach episode 4. Very nice. I don't do power scaling. Sorry, Jupiter. How you doing, Carlos? I don't know who Mike Jones is. Oh, you've seen All Out. Okay. Have you seen Bakuman? Not Bakugan. Bakuman. What is Bleach on? You can literally just Google it and watch it. So, Clorox, I don't know what's wrong with you, but do I have to ban you? Why do I have to ban you? Have I watched ReZero? Yep, seen every season. Seen every season. Until season 4 comes out. How you doing, Bread? Do I finish Naruto? I'm on episode 107 normal version. So, like, that I don't really understand the question. Are you having a good time? If you're having a good time, then keep going. If you're not having a good time, then, I don't know, watch something else. Strongest clan in the leaf? Me. Sorry, I just don't care for power scaling in any capacity. Is Hunter x Hunter good? Yes. What anime have I rewatched the most? At the time, Naruto. How you doing at Zimzaba? You've seen Bakuman. Have you seen Yamada-kun level 999? Tokyo Ghoul, pretty good. I just finished One Punch Man season 1. The best season so far, in my opinion. What's my favorite anime? Don't have a favorite. And thank you, Zimzaba, for the Fest Pop and the kitty. Okay, so have you seen Snow White Notes? Favorite anime? Yeah, I don't have a favorite. You Are So Chopped. Okay. Alright. Did I watch... I have not watched the Gacha anime, no. Is Kaiju number 8 good? I think it's fun. I do think it's fun. I don't like the direction it's ultimately going to. You know what? It's not even the direction. I don't like the ending of it, but the anime is a good time. Have I watched the one episode where Hinata? Okay, I'm just putting you in timeout, buddy. Like, come on, man. Come back in a few minutes. Anytime Hush. Have I seen Yona of the Dawn? That's another good one. Person looking for an anime with, like, I think your name is Dot. Yeah. If you haven't seen Yona of the Dawn, that is another good one. I'm up to date on Gachakuda. Best music anime for me, Snow White Notes is probably it. How you doing? We're doing pretty good, Mar. Welcome back, Johan. And also thank you for the heart, Johan. Slime is another pretty good one. At least season 1 and 2. Season 3 is okay. Did I cry when Rengoku died? No. I don't really cry to deaths. Like, deaths themselves don't make me that sad. Have I watched Eminence in Shadow? I did. Was kind of okay. No, you're not annoying. So you've seen a good amount of anime. All right, I'm gonna shoot off a few multiple animes and see if one hits. All right. Have you seen Sakamoto Desuka, Aggressive Retsuko, Trillion Game? Like that? Come on. Have I watched Tower of God? I have. It's pretty good. How am I always live? I'm not always live. I just go live around the same time, which means you're probably scrolling around the same time. Because I schedule my live streams when my audience is most active. Any good romance anime? I've watched stuff like Horimi. Oh, I got romance covered. Let's see. Have you seen Yamada-kun Level 999? You told me to watch School Live, but I couldn't find it on Crunchyroll where to watch it. So I don't really use Crunchyroll, so like... let's just I always tell people, my response is always just Google the anime, right? So if I do School Live episode 1, boom, what do I find? Right here, English sub if you prefer. I literally Googled it and found it in 2 seconds. I found it in 2 seconds. So guys, just Google it. I'll pay you back from the family trust. What? Nah, I'm not paying you anything. I did expect Rachel's betrayal. She's a terrible person. Where am I from? Canada. Vermilion is gold. Vermilion. Which Vermilion? I assume you're talking about the Vermilion family from Black Clover. Who is the smartest anime character of all time? Doesn't exist. Because there are multiple characters who are equally smart. Kitresu? Don't know that one. You said I know I never said... The only thing I ever said I love is food and the gym. But are the subtitles and the quality good when you just click on the random sites? It's a hit or a miss. Like, sometimes yes, sometimes no. Like, Billy has 9 animes, Zoro.io. They've all done absolutely fine for me. I've actually found Crunchyroll to be falling off, since they are switching over to using AI for their dubbing. So, yeah. Have I watched The Rising Shield Hero? Indeed, I have, every season. Granny Seiko or Tsunade. Is Seiko the one from Don then Tsunade? Thank you for the rose, Ishiki. Yeah, Ishiki. For real, Crunchyroll is bad. Yeah, Crunchyroll is really going downhill. Where can I watch Infinity Castle? At the movie theater. I mean, you could probably pirate it right now. There's maybe Pirate Bay. I've looked at all the normal streaming sites. I'm not really trying to watch it right now, but it's online somewhere. Megumi versus Goku. Okay. Yeah, do not redeem Crunchyroll. I'm not planning to. This guy, you can't spell meh without me. Meth, what the hell? Favorite? I don't have a favorite. Where are you originally from? Right here. Right here. Same place that I am now. How you doing, Zeno? You don't need to... Once was enough, Zeno. Once was enough. ReZero Arc goes digital tomorrow at least. The ReZarc. The ReZarc. Nice. I already saw it, but very nice. Actually, wait, no. I saw the ReZarc online weeks ago. So it's not just going digital now, at least not for me. But you said you're not American? Yeah, I'm Canadian. I'm not American. Why anime usually doesn't get Oscars? I don't really care about wondering why. I never really paid attention to those awards. I couldn't tell you who's winning what. I never cared. But I'm not I'd say anime can win Oscar award. I mean, we've seen Which huge animated films won massive awards? Like Lion King, Toy Story. I'm sure they've done it. Top three. I don't have a top three. The girl in the front. Oh, that's Kill la Kill. Did you know Ryoko is a reference to Gurren Lagann? Nope, because I don't watch Gurren Lagann. And how you doing, James? I'm sorry, I'm not really a car guy. Did I watch Five Nights? No, I did not watch Five Nights at Freddy's. I do not play Mobile Legends. Chainsaw Man Season 2 is going to be peak, but so sad. I'll watch it. I'll see. But I mean, you don't have a top three? I don't rank anime. I do not rank anime. To me, it is a complete waste of my time, because I enjoy a series and I move on. I don't bother keeping some sort of arbitrary list that's going to change day to day, minute to minute. Like, sometimes I feel like this is my top choice. Sometimes I feel like this is my top choice. I've seen hundreds of series that I enjoy just as much. So having some sort of arbitrary list means nothing. If I tell you, if you ask me about a show, I can tell you my exact thoughts on it. But keeping some sort of list, nah. Not a good use of my time. Yes, I am walking. I don't follow soccer. Sorry, today is my 18th birthday. Very nice. You're a youngin'. Name a car. Again, I don't follow cars. I just don't nothing. I don't care for cars. Do I have a favorite? I do not have a favorite. Goku does not clear. Haven't you heard I'm Sakamoto is a wonderful comedy. What do you think about High School DxD? Dropped it right away. Should I watch Brotherhood, Death Note, or something else next? All those options are good, by the way. All those options are good. Full Metal, I think, is a masterpiece. Death Note's a good time. If you want something else, I can throw more stuff your way, but literally both of those are good. Just say a car brand? Okay, Ford. Just say Violet Evergarden is very underrated. I don't think it's that underrated. I think it's very good. I think the age gap is creepy, but I think it's a very good series. And it's received plenty of awards, plenty of attention. I really just don't think it's that underrated. Main Abyss Season 2 is cringe. I'm still at the start of 1. Should I watch next? What do you like to watch typically? Any preferences? Have I watched Mongolian Chop Squad? I have not. Give me a niche slice of life. Well, I don't pay attention to niche. But you said slice of life. The Masterful Cat is depressed again today. Demon Slayer, I have not seen the movie, but otherwise, yes. Is Tanjiro overrated? Overrated is dumb. Because who cares if people like it or don't? Do you like Tanjiro? Cool. Do you not like Tanjiro? Also fine. I like Tanjiro. I'm not a massive fan, but, he's cool. Favorite transformation? Depends on the series, from Dragon Ball, probably Super Saiyan 4. From Bleach, probably Final Getsuga Tensho so far. If we're talking, let's see, Naruto, then honestly, probably KC. I actually probably prefer KCM over Boreon in terms of looks. Tanjiro is one of the worst main characters. No, I disagree. So, being a simple character does not make you a bad character. Being simple and consistent does not make you bad. It may not be your cup of tea, which is fine. I want to Kill la Kill, but I mean they went way too far with the fan service. And you know what? Perfectly fine. If you don't like the amount of revealing stuff there is, completely fair take. I have dropped dozens of series because of similar things. No problem here. I don't know who Pico is. Jay started watching anime. I chose JJK. JJK can be good. Sure, why not? It's just about finding something that's interesting for the person. I am up to date on Gachakuda. What views on India on... I have no idea what you're talking about. MHA is popping off, and it's wrapping up on Saturday. I like Deku. Opinion on Gachi? I assume in Gachakuda. I like it. Fairy Tail, like that as well. In terms of pure sword skills, look, I haven't seen Afro Samurai. And I don't think you can actually have an objective argument over who's the best swordsman in anime. I don't think you can. I just don't think you can. It's going to come down to some level of personal bias. I just put my dad to Vinland Saga and Full Metal Brotherhood. Excellent choices. Sakamoto, This Guy Knows Ball. I don't watch many comedies, but when I do, I hit it. Do I know the series Blue Eye Samurai? Haven't seen it, but I know it. Casio watches are amazing. Did you mean Queso? Which anime has the best manga? I don't really read that much manga. I really don't read that much manga. What views on it? So the only mod here right now is me. My other mods are all at work. Do I like Don to Don? Yeah, I mean, I like the writing. Blue Lock's a pretty good time. Afro Samurai, again, haven't seen it, and I don't think it's underrated. I personally do not think it's underrated, even though I haven't seen it. Just by the sheer amount of berating comments about it every single day, it's not underrated at this point. Name 5 isekais that I enjoyed. Okay, got you covered. And to be fair, I will not say Digimon, because of all the different seasons. But that is I do like Digimon. So Digimon, Overlord, Log Horizon, not Shangri-La, sorry. Slime, and another, you know what? Reincarnated as the finest assassin. How you doing, Oliver? Big 3 can't change. I agree. I mean, you can't. Favorite Uchiha? Madara. In terms of, like, just cool factor, Madara. In terms of, like, you could argue for the writing I'd pick somebody else, but in terms of just cool factor, Madara. Rasengan or Chidori, Rasengan, what's the most depressing anime in my opinion? I don't have a most depressing series. Like, I have depressing series. Like, I mentioned Girls Last Tour before, which is depressing. You could say Berserk, because it's just constantly dark. AOT can be depressing, but it's definitely not the most depressing. School Live is pretty dark. What are your thoughts on Obito? I like him. He's a great character. Bleacher, One Piece. Which anime powers do I prefer? Stan, Zanpakuto, or Nen? Nen. Easily. Like, Nen's one of my favorites. It clears almost everything. Which anime has the most action? There's no such thing as most action. There's hundreds of series that are completely action-packed. If you like action, there's tons. And tons and tons. You can watch Hellsing Ultimate. You can watch Solo Leveling, Demon Slayer, the Fate series. There's tons. You'll never run out of action series. Hunter x Hunter's definitely your favorite. It is not. I can name anime that I enjoy more, off the top of my head. Favorite Gachakuta character? The receptionist lady. The one with the glasses who analyzes people. Is there someone better than Gojo? No, tons of people. Gojo's fine. He's fine. There is no worst written character. There isn't. No matter how bad you find, there's characters that are just as bad. There's going to be hundreds of characters that are awful. If you're looking for examples, then, like, I think the MC from Rent a Girlfriend is pretty horrendous. I think Kirito is pretty bad. I can just go on and on. How about Dandadan? I tried it, wasn't really my thing. Writing is good, though. What anime do I want to return? Ippo, hands down. How you doing, KNM? Naruto and Luffy, who's walking out alive? Both of them, because they'd be friends. Yeah, I don't like Kirito at all. In the anime specifically, I do not like Kirito. My goodness. The best show about it was the best part of SAO was Asuna, and they threw her in a cage. Which anime should I watch? What are your preferences? Any genres, themes, or whatever? Which anime should I watch? Same thing again. Guy, dude, don't spam chat, dude. Don't spam chat. Don't make me ban you. Don't make me do it. Are you an anime addict? No. Do I like K-pop? Not really. What anime do I want to return? Already answered that one. Do Americans like Sunday roast? I mean, it's not like all Americans like the same stuff. I'm sure some like this and some like that. I don't think Kirito's a Chad. Which anime should I watch? Thank you. Just give me some examples. Top 3? I don't have a top 3. Essay was overdone in such a bad way. So it's not even like overdone. I just have so many complaints, and that wouldn't even be it. Ippo makes me motivational. I would get that. Have I been to America multiple times? Best female MC, Shirayuki. Or Violet. How you doing, Sienna? Fighting in Magic, not Mashal. Fighting in Magic? Okay. Reincarnated as a slime. I love the RPG vibe in the first part of SAO. It was great. Like, the very start I had a good time. What's my favorite of the big three? Naruto's anime, One Piece's story, and Bleach's manga. The Juice Box owns Crunchyroll. Okay. Old versus new shonen, like them both. Have I watched One Piece? Yes. I already watched it. Already watched what? Sorry, like if you make a comment and I respond to it, and then you follow with another comment, I'm not going to remember who said what because I'm watching like dozens of comments, and I'm not going to pay attention to who's saying what. Just it's too much. So, I don't know what you said before. What is your favorite? I don't have a favorite. Do you think Kid is alive? Yes. I don't think Oda would kill off a big character off screen and not really confirm it. Do I have a nice sleep? Yes. Name 10 characters rapidly with green hair. Okay, so you might be new here. I am like famous for forgetting characters' names. I'm like, you know that one guy from this series who did that thing? Yeah, remember him? I forget everybody's names. Like, I can name Zoro, Weki, and Deku, and probably come up with 10 total, but it's going to take me a while. Beelzebub, how you doing, homeboy? What do I think of Cooking in Another World? Fantastic. That is fantastic. Fantastic. Is Shanks going to die? My bet is yes. Sakura or Nobara? Current Sakura, yeah, if it's current Sakura, then yes, Sakura. What do I think of the new... There is no new big three. There isn't. The only new whatever is your personal top three. There is no new big three. Cooking in Another World was peak, I agree, and it's still going, so it's not even done. Steins Gate tried wasn't my thing. Favorite captain from Soul Society, Kenpachi, easily. Favorite anime opening, Period of Chemistry, or the opening for Masterful Cast Depressed Again Today. Why wasn't Dawned on your cup of tea? Because I like nobody. It's not the writing. It's not like the weirdness with the balls. It's not any of that. It's not even the story. I think the story is good. I think the animation is good. I think the soundtrack is good. I just don't like anybody. Is the legendary Toad still in Boruto? Probably. I didn't see him in the anime. Bankai or Domain Expansion? I think... Swords are cool, so I'll just say Bankai. Do I like Cyberpunk? Haven't seen it yet. Do I like Black Clover? Absolutely. Should I watch MHA? I think it's pretty good. Recently I've dropped so many animes, same here. I don't know what, but there's nothing good. There is always good. There is good stuff, but I also drop series quite often, so I get it. Do you have any preferences? Genres or whatever? Do I like Serial Experiment Lane? Haven't seen it. Did his balls really get taken? Yes. Sigma? Thank you. Have I watched Code Geass? I tried to. Who is better, Hiei or Sasuke? Wait, who is Hiei again? I know the name. It's just, I forgot who Hiei is. Oh, this guy. The one who, okay, him. I never got that far in I never got that far in Yu Yu Hakusho. Hence why I forgot his name. Because, yeah, I never got that far. You don't like the boxing guy in Dandadan? I don't like Ippo. No. Oh, no, I love Ippo. Sorry. Cross wires there. I don't like Dandadan. Period. What is my favorite anime? I don't have a favorite. Seen the new JJK movie? I have not seen the new one. Have I watched Made in Abyss? That is, I just started. Have I watched Welcome to NHK? It's weird. I'm just starting it. It's weird. Is there ever going to be a season 2 for Black Clover? Yes, in January. Brotherhood Best Anime? I think it's a 10 on 10. Also, thank you, Ninja, for the kitty. And the emoji for the heart. And stop trying to join the live, even though you donated, thank you. Favorite romance? Snow White with Red Hair. Have I watched Mob? It's very good. Your Name? Also very good. Do I have a Dragon Ball merch? I have a super sweater, but that's about it. NHK, I'm going to keep going, but it's like, it was a weird start. Have I watched? Yeah, I already answered that. A friend of mine said to watch. You're obviously trolling, I think. Favorite Black Clover arc? It's going to be one of two. It's either going to be the last, like the most recent arc, which was like the invasion when they went to kidnap Yami and what's his face? like the last arc of the anime before the new returning season, and the Underwater Kingdom. Also, thank you, emoji, for the roses. I appreciate it. What about Studio Ghibli? I like Studio Ghibli. Favorite Josuke or Jotaro? Gurren Lagann wasn't really my thing. Does Gurren Lagann get better? Again, I'm not the person to tell you about Gurren Lagann. The Spade Kingdom? I mean, the Spade Kingdom is great. Has SAO anime ended? As far as I'm aware, but I also dropped it years ago, so like... And then an SAO expert can come in and can answer that, because I just don't know anymore. I like Cowboy Bebop and Trigun. I like Trigun. I haven't gone to Cowboy Bebop yet. Which is my favorite Ghibli film? So far, probably Ponyo. Or Fireflies. Do I think Boruto deserves the hate it receives? In the anime, yes. I'm not critiquing the manga, but the anime, yeah. I think capybaras are beautiful, so do I. Anime that made me cry? I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. Can I recommend an anime with no fan service? The Masterful Cat is depressed again today. Did I watch Hunter x Hunter? Yes, multiple times. I'm watching Boruto right now. Good luck. SA was probably done, but they were hinting at more stuff coming out. Okay, so that answers that question. Most dark? It depends on your preference for dark, like Kingdom of Ruin, Girls' Last Tour, Berserk, Madoka Magica, Climber, haven't read it. What do I think about Fuse Zamasu? Not a fan of him. Not really a Zamasu fan. You look like your breath stinks. You look like, well, you don't look like anything because you don't have a face. Favorite anime studio? I actually don't have a preference because I don't pay attention who makes what. I know that's probably not a good thing. I just don't pay attention to that. Do I think any of the Straw Hats will get into a relationship? Maybe by, like, end of series. Like, the war is over, things have settled down, they start to, like, go their own way. Maybe at some point, some of them, yeah. Wouldn't be surprised. Start a skin routine? I never really cared that much. Why are people mean? Because they feel bad about themselves, and the only way they feel better is by putting other people down. But luckily, I don't care. What time is it there? It is 10 o'clock. Thoughts about One Piece going seasonal? Fantastic. One of the best things I've ever done. Who is best Poke Girl? You mean like a girl character from Pokemon? I'm way too far behind to answer that. Any animes I should watch? I've watched Naruto and Boruto. So you've only watched like one series, really. You could just go like Naruto and Bleach, do the big three. You could also dive into a completely different genre. Do you personally watch anime sub or dub? Both. Favorite Studio Ghibli anime? I already answered that, but again, either Ponyo or Fireflies. Favorite waifu? I don't have a waifu. Should I watch Fairy Tail? I think it's pretty good. But it has ups and downs. Escanor hard carried the series. Escanor, I would say, is the best part of Seven Deadly Sins. I think there are parts where other characters do a fantastic job. I think Bon has some great scenes. I think King has some great scenes. I think even Meliodas, even though he can be annoying sometimes, has some great scenes. But again, there's moments where Bond's kind of weird. There's a lot of scenes where Meliodas is kind of weird. I'll concede that Escanor is the best part of the show. Is Dragon Ball in the Big Three? No. It predates it. Most kind? There's tons of purely, like, super sweet anime characters. There's tons of them. Like, not just Tanjiro and Deku. Like, I can go for days about the number of just genuinely wholesome characters there are. Manga is better than the Seven Deadly Sins. I haven't read it. Animes I should watch? You haven't told me your preferences. Ever watched Failure Frame? I have not, but I know it. If you could create a last season for any anime EPO, because it stopped in a random spot and there should be more. It's great. Or Hunter x Hunter, Dark Continent. What do I think of Berserk? It's my top 2 anime. I'm assuming you're talking the 97 version, not the 2016 version. What's the new big Gen 3? There isn't one. Is AOT in the big 3? No, not even close. Completely wrong timeline. Moriarty the Patriot, haven't seen it. Yes, the 90... Oh, okay. So, if you're talking about... Then it makes sense. Okay, if you really love the original Berserk anime, then that makes sense to me. Okay. Then I get it. Love from New Zealand, thank you, Angel. Chimera Antarctica's Peak. Aside from the pacing, what was my favorite in the big 3? Naruto's anime, Bleach's manga, One Piece's story. Kiyomoto from Look Back is a prime example of purely wholesome characters. I don't think I know that one. Gutenberg Lagan, don't know it. High School DxD, I dropped it. Which anime has the best ending, AOT or Code Geass? I mean, I finished AOT. I didn't finish Code Geass, but I know the ending to it. I think I preferred Code Geass' ending there. I cannot wait for the World Cup. I mean, cool. I don't follow it, but have a great time. Nine Tails or Octopops. I mean, I like Kurama more, but the Hachibi is cool too. One Piece is not too long. Akame ga Kill is pretty good. Don't get attached to anybody. Megas XLR is anime, just happened to be made by an American studio. I mean, anime comes down to where it's like anime or cartoons comes down to where it's produced. Like Cyber 6 was a comic that was adapted in Japan. So like anime and cartoons is just where it's being made. Whose death changed an entire anime for you? Escanor. What's my opinion on Netflix buying Warner Brothers? I think it's a terrible thing. Can I explain the big three? I think Dragon Ball... Here's the thing. It's not an opinion thing. It's not an opinion thing. You can say any series is better than any series. You're allowed to have that opinion. But it's an objective fact that during the early 2000s, like that era, Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach primarily, not entirely, but primarily dominated the top three spots in Shonen Jump. Like, it is established. It is an objective measurement. It's not like fans vote on this kind of thing. Well, they technically did, kind of, because they dominated in popularity. Did I ever take my Japan trip? That's in 2 years, guys. The One Piece is real? Yes. The anime that hooked you really quick? Probably Full Metal is one. I hate people comparing. Yeah, I'm not really a comparison guy myself. I just like to share the love of various series. Favorite Dragon Ball character? Piccolo and Vegeta. Spice and Wolf? I have seen both the original and the remake. The remake is better. Am I tripping or are you on a treadmill? It could be both. You could be tripping. Code Geass is overrated. Still amazing, though. I mean, you can rate it however you want. Why remake better? Why is the remake better? Because it goes further, the animation is better, the pacing is better, the action is better, it's just overall smoother. But yeah. Yeah, the remake of Spice and Wolf is definitely an improvement. I struggled to finish the first one. What do I think of what do I think the One Piece is? I do not know. I'm not going to give a hypothetical when I know I'm probably wrong. I'm going to actually only give an answer if I'm pretty confident in my opinion. Just stopping by. You got to school in like 35 minutes. You can watch while in school, I think, maybe. Neon Genesis, I never really got into it. Can I look at your edits? I don't watch edits, sorry. One Piece is overrated. Again, I love the series. That's all I care about. Why 2 years? Because I'm going with a group of people and we need time and money. Spice and Wolf, first one for sure was missing a lot of story, but remake didn't address the church. Here's the thing. If you're talking about manga content, then I never read it. So if you're talking about content from the manga that was never adapted, I don't know. I don't know. I thought the anime was pretty good. How long will I be streaming for? How long have we been live? Another hour and 20 minutes. Is Jubidara strong? Yes. The talk isn't just anime, but it's primarily. Can I do a Bankai Bleach for an edit? Can I do a Bankai Bleach? I can't do a Bankai. I mean, if you mean like have me say Bankai, I can't do any yelling. My roommates are asleep. Isn't the One Piece the friends they made along the way? No, that's silly. So I know you don't like power scaling, true. Eggnog versus milk. The thing is, I don't drink alcohol. I had one drink on my birthday. That's it. But like, I don't really drink, so I'm going with milk, preferably chocolate milk. What's my big three? I don't have a top three. Have I watched Inuyashiki last year? That is a really good one. What do I recommend? Based off your personal preferences. So tell me what you enjoy watching. Do you know why Crunchyroll not working? Crunchyroll is doing a lot bad right now, so I couldn't tell you. Death Note, it's good at the start. I think zebras are an underrated animal. I think zebras are cool. Who is stronger, Whitebeard or Roger? I think they're about the same. Getting ready to see the new Trigun. Nice. I still haven't started that myself. Thoughts on One Punch Man? If you mean the current season, the new episodes are fine. Like, the last 2 episodes have been fine. Nothing great. What about Baki? I finished it. Wasn't a huge fan, though. I know who iShowSpeed is. Do I watch anime with my roommates? No. We do everything separately. Well, they do things together. They're a married couple. But like me, I just do my own thing. What's the mileage on the walking pad? I don't know. I don't check. Because I just walk. The big 3 is One Piece, Dragon Ball. No, here's the thing. You don't get an opinion. Like, you do not get to have an opinion on the big 3. You don't. Because it's just objective. It's just, this is what happened. It's done. Stop trying to change it. You can have any favorites you want. But that's just a fact. Dragon Ball, I like Dragon Ball, depending on which arc you're talking about. Which character is Black Air Force Energy? Black Air Force Energy. I never fully understood that term. To be honest, I never fully understood that term. Because I just like the speed I mean, yeah, okay, Z Broly? Yeah, okay, Z Broly, yeah. I think Z Broly does it. Do I like Pokemon or Dragon Ball? I like them both, depending on which aspect of Pokemon and which aspect of Dragon Ball. I'm not getting mad about the big 3, it's just a thing. I wasn't a fan of the Bio Broly movie. Yeah, that was not great. What do I scale? I don't scale anybody. Have I watched Gundam? Nope. I mean, I try to. Guys, my elf was fishing. What? Okay. I haven't seen the new JJK movie. Morning, our knight in shining armor. Morning, Gunther. Guys, my... Okay, do you need help, Eternal? 86, haven't seen. I do watch One Piece. Who is the strongest... I don't do power scaling, guys. Is this a double stream? It always is. Unless we're on Twitch, later today, it's always a double stream. I'm watching Hunter x Hunter. Awesome. Thoughts on Gachakuda? I actually love the power system in Gachakuda. I think it's really interesting. I made more countries. Cool. Have I seen a plus-sized elf? Probably. I don't follow soccer. Sorry, Liana. What was my first anime? Dragon Ball. What was it? What anime character do you think can solo? I don't do power scaling, guys. Can you give me an anime suggestion? I like Dragon Ball AOT. So you watch a lot of shonen. Shonen. Okay. Full Metal then. If you're gonna keep going down the shonen route, Full Metal. What is the most embarrassing moment in anime for a character? You know what? Maybe... Can I just be mean and say Light getting humbled? Can I just say Light getting humbled to be mean, not even to be, like, objective? Or, you know what? How about Kuina dying to stairs? What about sword skills? Salatiga? I don't know who Salatiga is. I like lions, though. I like lions. Have I watched Gurren Lagann? Try to. Wait, Parasite is shonen. It's more seinen than shonen. You know what? To be fair, Parasite is more seinen than shonen. But it's, like, close enough. Chainsaw Man and Parasite, both of which are good. MHA has been peaked. Yeah, it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. Opinion on raccoons? I like raccoons. I've befriended many raccoons in my time. What Shonen Gang? It is an anime where the target audience is teenage boys. What is my favorite anime? I don't have a favorite. At what age did I start watching anime? 3. Saddest death in anime? For me, it was Kurama, I think. And manga readers don't say anything. Just don't spoil it for the non-manga readers. Is AOT shonen? Absolutely. Thoughts on Vinland Saga? 10 on 10. Shanks Salatiga? Is that his last name? Favorite One Piece arc? Wano so far. Again, power scaling is silly. Guys, like, can you not spoil the manga, please? Thank you. Do you know any anime with Vinland Saga and Spice and Wolf? Vinland Saga and Spice and Wolf? So Murderous Economy? I mean, okay, so you know what? I'm gonna say Log Horizon because there's a lot of, like, economical management in that one, just like in Spice and Wolf, but it has some action scenes in there. So, like, I'll say Log Horizon. Favorite romance, Snow White with red hair. Can I shout out Prosuna? I don't know who that is. I forgot who Eraserhead was, but he's great. If you get isekai, what isekai anime do I go into? Wherever the food is. Just send me where there's food, and I'll be good. Barakamon is another good one. I think that's a lesser known one, but it's pretty good. Calming vibe, but not modern. So like you want okay. If you want a calming vibe, I will always recommend The Masterful Cat is Depressed Again Today. MHA teacher, yeah, Eraserhead is great. He's one of my favorite characters. Do I have any relationships, like with humans, or like that's a kind of a vague question? Yes, I'm friends with people. Spin jutsu, rotation or 64 palms. I like rotation. Do I know the character Ikachi Samuro? I do not. Log Horizon's really good, I agree. Do I like Tucker in Tucker the Family Guy? I don't like Family Guy. Do I like Cyberpunk? I haven't seen it. Erased is pretty good. A little bit rushed, though. Partners, no. No, I don't do that. I don't do that. Where am I from? Canada. Would I rather have a teacher, mentor, Aizawa, or Jiraiya? Aizawa. Angel Beats, also pretty good. That's a pretty good one. Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster. I know that name. I forget where he's from, but I remember that name. Do I know Sakumo Hatake? Not off the top of my head. Canada's expensive? I mean, yes, but I'm also very good at managing money. It's the monster from Godzilla. Okay, I remember now. I know exactly who it is. Who has never ducked a fight? Escanor. Would I rather have the world or Star Platinum? Either or. I don't really care for either, to be honest. For myself. Have I watched Naruto? Indeed, I have. I have not seen ever had Five Guys. The restaurant, I've had it once. It was okay. Not worth it. I only had it because someone else treated me. Gozuki, don't know it. In the manga is Megumi. Oh yeah, him, Megumi. Yeah, he's fine. He's cool. If you can have any anime character as my mentor, Koro Sensei. Do I listen to Ado? I have never listened to Ado. How about High School DxD? I dropped it. One Gun Midnight? Haven't seen it. Or heard of it, really. Do I know Samori Hitachi? No idea who that is. Am I on a treadmill? Yes. Thoughts on turtles? I like turtles. Guys, if you're going to ask me animals, I like animals. Across the board. All of them. Do I like Kill la Kill? Yes. What anime ability are you picking? You can pick 3. The thing is, I don't want any. I'm actually completely comfortable not having powers. I have no desire to have powers. Like, if you're forcing me, then okay, I'll probably just take some sort of healing factor, some sort of, like, convenient teleportation thing, and infinite food. Was Hit wasted potential? I think he did pretty good. Like, Hit just could not deal with someone like Jiren. I thought Hit did a good job trying to deal with someone like Jiren. I have not seen Standing on a Million Lives. I don't smoke. I prefer Sukuna. Favorite stand? A Harvest. Most attractive character? My brain doesn't work that way, so it's like, yeah. Let's be honest, here Sasuke is better than Megumi. I like Sasuke more than Megumi. At least I like current Sasuke more than Megumi. There are points in the story where I prefer Megumi, but like, current anyway. How you doing, Natty? Which One Piece character as your hockey master? Rayleigh. Rayleigh will be my hockey teacher. Romance recommendations? Ice Guy and his cool female colleague. Was Toji a bad dad? Yeah. Gojo vs. Sukuna. Harvest says their favorite is Crazy? Not really. Can I not have a favorite? Favorite anime speech? Probably something with like Vegeta and Pride. Honestly, Thorfinn explaining I have no enemies. Can Wukong? I don't do power scaling. We will hit 25,000 likes at least. I'll go ham. Have fun. Have I seen Best Tsundere? I don't like Tsunderes. Am I itchy? No. How you doing, Zach? Watch the JJK movie. I have not seen it yet. Yeah, hello, Zach. I have divine communication. Okay, you have fun. Is Utah a fraud? I don't think so. Which One Piece crew would you want to join? The Revolutionary Army. Have I ever watched High School DxD? I tried to and dropped it. It's not my kind of show. Favorite Ghibli movie? Ponyo or Fireflies? Could go either way. What is the farthest I've traveled? How far? You know what? I'll give you. Fine. I'll tell you the kilometers. Here. Let's do some googling. Distance. The farthest I've gone is about 10,000 kilometers. Yuji is even more broken. I don't care who's broken. I mean, it makes no difference. Have I watched Gurren Lagann? I tried to. This is not the power of your creation. Everything is the power of my creation. Which pirate is the one you agree with your ideals, and what girl do I like? I don't really like girls in that context, at least for especially fictional ones. Robin's probably my favorite female character, though. As for which pirate do I agree with the most? Rayleigh. Have you heard of JJK spinoff? Yes. I haven't. I'm not reading it, though. Is Evangelion Peak? Not for me. I made Georgia. Which country? Okay. Any country you want. Do you think Sakamoto will have a season 2? Sakamoto Desuka? No. Sakamoto Days? I don't know. I dropped it. Is it Blackbeard? No, I don't agree with Blackbeard. I'm moving because I'm walking, silly. You must be new here. I mean, what's the farthest country I visited? Israel. Is it, who's your Storm 4 main? I haven't played Storm 4 in ages. My goodness. Probably Rock Lee or Kakashi. Which anime is the yellow... he's Metabots. Do you watch Beyblade Burst? I've only seen the original. Which city are you from and what age are you? I'm not saying what city because I don't want to be doxxed. I'm Canadian and I'm 34. Interesting question. Fairy Tail or Black Clover? Black Clover. Honestly surprised seeing Bravern in the screen. I thought you would have super robots. Here's the thing. I'm not really into mechas most of the time. I'm really not into them. Bravern is one of the few that I did enjoy. So people still ask me about mecha series. I gotta have at least one or two that I can recommend. You look younger than 34. I get that all the time. Do you think Saitama is like older version of Mob? No, their personalities are radically different. Have I seen Azumanga Dio? I have not. I thought you were much younger. I get that all the time. I'm from Turkey. How you doing? Bleach or One Piece? Which one do I like more? One Piece. One Piece is... Yeah, One Piece. Yeah, that's One Piece. Are you... Thank you, Mech. But, yeah, it feels weird when people say that. Bakugan Battle Brawlers was good. Sakamoto outro is peak. I never really watched outros, but the intro is fun. Have I watched Kuroko no Basket? Yes, it's very good. Favorite form of Ichigo? Final Getsuga Tensho. So far. Favorite anime? Don't have a favorite. Do I know the Seven Deadly Sins? I have Escanor as a profile picture. Do I watch JJK? Yes. Have I watched Ippo? It's a 10 on 10. Am I a model? I've technically done modeling work a little bit. Thoughts on Heavenly Delusion? Haven't seen it. Have you watched... She already said that. You said you were watching Made in Abyss. I said I started it, but I'm trying to clear up my watch list right now, and I'm 3 episodes left in Axelworld. 3 episodes left. I'm almost done. Best Romance, Snow White with Red Hair, Initial D, haven't seen it. Favorite anime protagonist? Laugh. You said protagonist. I have no idea. I just started thinking through all the One Piece characters. I'm like, it's not going to be Luffy's. It's not going to be Luffy's. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I must have had 10 plus girlfriends? No. No. Favorite sin? Oh, from Fullmetal Alchemist. Greed. Have I watched Skate Infinity? No. What do I think about Bocchi the Rock? Haven't seen it. Tokyo Ghoul? The first half is pretty good. He's not going to let you... Yeah, the evil, you are in fact correct. Best Isekai? Digimon. Definitely Digimon. Let's see. Which One Piece Marine and God Knight is my favorite? I'm not far enough in to speak on Garling. Like, I'm still only watching the anime. I'm going to say Kobe for Marine, and you said One Piece Marine and God Knight. I don't have a favorite God Knight. I'm just saying he's good. I mean, look, I'm just. It's fine. Best anti-hero? I don't know. I don't think I have a favorite anti-hero. Revenge anime recommendations: Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga. Natsu, Naruto, Ichigo, or Asta? Naruto. Yeah, I'll go with Naruto there. Best anti-villain? Yeah. Best anti-villain? The first greed or Ling? Ling. Actually, both greeds are good. Both greeds are good, actually. But I think I'm gonna go with the Ling greed. Anti-villain is that even a thing? I don't know. Cyberpunk, haven't seen it yet. Just finished One Piece, 1151, 1152 is peak, nice. Have I read any visual novels? No. I don't really read much fiction. The One Piece taking a break up to January to March, I know. It's going on temporary hiatus before it goes seasonal. I think that's great. You're on 172, very nice. Have I seen Dr. Stone? Yep, seen every season. Have you watched One Piece? Yes, I have. If you say the show gets deeper, serious after the show gets very deep. One Piece lore is insane. It's good that One Piece is going seasonal. It's fantastic. Which universe would you live in? Naruto, One Piece, or JJK, or Demon Slayer? Naruto. Naruto. Villains you hope to... Or One Piece. You know what? I could go either way. One of those, but definitely not Demon Slayer or the other one. Am I walking? Yes. People see Gon as a really boring or generic... I don't see him as boring or generic. I like him, but I also don't love him. I don't think he's boring and generic. Do you think JoJo's has the best drip? I think it has a very distinct, unique, and interesting style. It's very distinct. I'm not sure it's a style I would actually wear myself. I don't think it suits me, but I like it. Neon Genesis wasn't really for me. What do I think about Natsuki Subaru? For me, 0. He's a pretty good MC. I like him. Demon Slayer universe won't be that bad to live in. It's just not my thing. I want something interesting, and Demon Slayer just seems kind of, not for me. So, here's the thing. Saying something looks gay doesn't actually say anything. Because one, gay is not a bad thing. And if you think it's a bad thing, then you're kind of the problem. Now, if you don't like the style, okay, cool. You don't have to like the style. But, you gotta change up how you think and say things. I'm on a series, 1 episode of 12, Code Geass. Find it really boring, does it get better? It didn't end up being my thing, and I think it's okay if you don't end up loving it. Records of Ragnarok, favorite fight? I dropped it. But I'd probably say... maybe... It's either gonna be with, I might say with Adam and Zeus. Or, Jack the Ripper. Why do I hate... I don't hate anybody. Hating is such a waste of energy. You like Netspend middle school. You look like Netspends. I have no idea who that is. I don't know. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is great. I would agree. In my opinion, Boruto is way better in fashion than JoJo's. From what I've seen, no. From what I have seen of Boruto so far, JoJo's is pretty fashionable. He's a rapper. I don't listen to rap at all. Ragnar Crimson, haven't seen it. Villains for Brand New Day. I haven't seen Brand New Day. Sheesh, what do I think about Bravern? Bravern is good. Bravern's good. Sword Art, I wasn't a fan. Best fashion is the Great Saiyaman. Oh my goodness. When's my beard completely normal growth? I'm going to shave it later today. I was actually going to shave it before my stream, but I'm like, okay, it's 9:30. I got to hop on. Top 1 anime? I don't have a top 1. He looks nothing like Net. Who's Net? The JoJo stuff is not something I would wear, for example. Here's the thing, though. I have a particular preference. I mostly go to the gym, so I want, a comfy, somewhat loose-fitting gym clothing. And it's, tight on the shoulders, but loose around the waist. And for, day-to-day clothes, something fashionable but cozy. So, Shanks. He's got a nice white button-up shirt. He's got some comfortable pants and a nice jacket. That's more my thing. What do I listen to? Right now I haven't listened to music in almost half a year. But traditionally, variants of rock. punk rock, all that stuff. Have I been depressed? Not for a long time. Thoughts on Marvel movies over the last few years? I actually haven't seen anything new past Endgame. I need to catch up. Diaz from Bungo Stray Dogs, haven't seen Bungo Stray Dogs. Do I think Megalon is unbeatable? I think no one is unbeatable. Killua or Sasuke? Killua. Do I think Fire Force is worth watching? Season 1 was, but the fan service just gets so bad. And the story just... Seasons 2 and 3 I did not find great. Opinion. Here's the thing. I don't care what people do with their free time. I don't like power scaling, but if you want to use your time to do that, you do what you want. Pre-time skip or post-time skip? Sanji. Pre-time skip easily. Someone has to be the strongest? Nope. It's just not the case. Queso or Phantom? I have no idea who Phantom is. Queso's funny, though. Favorite live-action show? So, like, no... Okay, just clarifying. By live action, do you mean live action adaptation or just like a non-anime series? I'm looking for a tattoo artist now. Have I ever cried watching Naruto? Yes. Can I sing? Not even a little bit. Action, romance, or slice of life? Slice of life. So non-anime, here's the thing. I like crime shows, forensics. So like, I don't have a favorite, but I have a lot of shows that I watch. All like fiction, non-fiction, all of it. All of it. Finished Neon Genesis. I'm glad you liked it. Gachakuda is pretty good. I would agree. What's wrong with fan service? It's for degenerate kids. Even like for degenerate kids. Spy Family or Demon Slayer. I've only seen season 1 of Spy Family, so I'm kind of biased. I'm up to date on Demon Slayer, so like, I think I have to catch up to Spy Family to be fair. Thank you, Sassy, for the heart. Do I prefer Clannad or 86? I haven't seen 86, but Clannad is great. Is there a Christmas-themed anime? There probably is, but I've only seen Christmas episodes, not a Christmas show. Shows like CSIs that are usually pretty bad. Like, I've seen CSI Original, Miami, New York, Las Vegas. I've seen most of them. They're not that great. NCIS, Forensic Files, Homicide Hunter, Criminal Minds, Bones, Mentalist. I have much better ones. Classroom of the Elite and Tomodachi Game. I have not seen Tomodachi Game yet. Classroom is pretty good. Rate the last episode of One Piece from 1 to 10. I'm gonna say like 8.5, like someone like the mid 8s, mid to high 8s. Favorite Dexter character? I actually never got that hard into Dexter. Dexter's Lab though. Best shonen? I don't have a favorite shonen. Thank you, Sassy, for the popular arrows. I appreciate it. You talk about anime? Indeed, we do. Fan service is horrible. I would agree with you completely. I'm gooning at you. I think you need a better taste, man. Favorite protagonist? I have no idea. Have I read Classroom of the Elite? No, I've only watched it. I do think it's worth the watch, though. Some of your favorite character designs? I can give some examples. So I'll go with a different variety. So, like, okay, I'll go with characters like Whitebeard and Escanor. So, you know, you're super tall, hyper-jacked, just over-the-top huge guys. To Yugi from, just Atem. I love that design as well. Seto Kaiba. A lot of the JoJo's characters, honestly, Josuke, Jotaro, I like their designs a lot. I like also some of the Digimon designs, man. Digimon designs go hard. Bleach has some great character designs. They do. Would I rather have ramen from Naruto or meat from One Piece? Depends who's cooking it. Cooking the meat, anyway. Because Naruto ramen, I assume you mean like Ichiraku ramen. Okay, that sounds really good. War Greymon is badass. Or Black or Greymon, if that's more your vibe. Would you hang out with Ryuk or Rem? Ryuk easily. One Piece ends or GTA 6? GTA 6 first. Bleach has some great character designs. I already read that. Sanji's cooking. Okay, so like if Sanji's cooking, I'm probably taking that. Did I watch JoJo's up to part 4? Yes. Gachakuda is some of the best new gen designs. I like the designs. I'm into the art style. Did I watch? Short answer that. I once watched the first episode of. Yeah. Tri-Lord of Mysteries. It's on the list to get to eventually. Ryuk will cost you a lot of money. It's apples, dude. Apples don't cost much. Anyone notice on romance anime the MC is always on the back right seat? I don't know what you're talking about. Do I do anything other than anime? Sure. I only watch anime a few episodes a week, man. Most of my time is gym and food and like more gym and more food. And sometimes magic. Also, thank you for the holiday taters and all the gingerbread stuff. Thank you. Hobby-wise, I just listed a few. Thoughts on Black Clover dropping soon? Looking forward to it. You caught up on God Valley? The manga, no. I always thought it was Sukuna on your profile picture. No. No. I like Sukuna, though. Please tell me my favorite. I don't have a favorite anime. Did I like Evangelion? It wasn't for me. I need to see some of my magic cards. I mean, like, it's not like I could swipe through them all, but like I have cards like right here. Like I'm working on building a dragon deck next. Currently talking with my friends about building something. They're saying it's going to be too expensive. I'm like, okay, it's fine. Favorite manga? I don't really read much manga. Vinland Saga is peak. Charlotte's pretty good too. Food ain't a hobby, bro. I mean, what are your interests? Food is a hobby. It's called cooking. It's called trying different flavors, new recipes. If you don't think, or trying new restaurants. If you don't think food is a hobby, you're uncultured. Have I watched Beastars? Only one episode. Best Vegeta outfit? Do I say pink shirt just to go with the pink shirt thing, or like? Honestly, I kind of just like his usual blue, like the white boots and gloves with the blue full suit with the sleeveless sleeveless arms. Do I have a favorite female character? I don't, but like there's Shirayuki, there's Morgiana, there's Mereoleona, there's Violet. If you had to drop one of the big three forever, the thing is, Bleach is going to be done the soonest, right? So I would probably hold off, finish the Bleach anime, and then stop. I'm not going to rewatch it. So, like, probably, yeah, I'm not going to rewatch it. And then there's the One Piece coming out later. Boruto's still going. So, yeah, it's going to be Bleach. I like his Busog outfit. Fair enough. If I could be the Roblox CEO, would I? No. Because I don't even like Roblox. Favorite Bleach character? Kisuke Kenpachi. What anime are good when I need to goon? I can't help you because I'm not a gooner. Is ReZero a shonen anime? Yes. Favorite salad? I'm really not picky with salad, man. I enjoy any. I'll have a bean salad. I'll have a Caesar salad. I'm really open to salads. I love my vegetables. Ethnicity? I'm just a huge mix. I'm not Balkan. I have a bit of Spanish in me though. People keep saying Avatar: The Last Airbender is an anime. Look, anime is a term referred to series that are, like animated series that are produced in a certain part of the world. Here, an animated series is referred to as a cartoon. Animated series that are produced here are cartoons. Avatar is an American series. So, what about canned foods? I mean, I'm not against canned. I can make a really mean bean salad with canned beans. And just give me some like vinaigrette, some salt and pepper, some garlic, some Dijon mustard, throwing some cucumber tomato in there. Escanor gifted power. Maitaku pure effort. I mean, Escanor was gifted that power, but he also had to work hard to use it because it was literally killing him. Least favorite trope. Lollies, or like having little girls that are thousands of years old. Have I seen Black Butler? I tried to, dropped it. Best written. Depends how you define that. My favorite story is One Piece. I'm gonna head off. No, you're staying right there. Best written anime. Again, well, One Piece is my favorite story. How do I feel about Gurren Lagann? Not really my thing. I really can't stand mushrooms. I like mushrooms. I'm gonna try to dip cooked or fried chicken into lemon with pepper. You can have there's lemon chicken recipes. Naruto OG or Shippuden. It's close, but I'm gonna go with Shippuden just because more of my peak moments are in there. What do I watch after Demon Slayer? Whatever you want. I assume you just want to watch more shonen, or do you want to try something besides shonen? Best isekai, Digimon. Have you ever seen a grown man fin wrestle an adult anglerfish? No. Have you drunk Prime? No, I've never had a Prime drink. Do I like Bulldog ramen? Yeah, it's good. I like all ramen. Favorite anime is okay. Best horror depends how you define horror, because none of the series I've seen have been scary. I've seen dark series like School Live and Berserk and Parasite and stuff, but like none of them are scary. Dogs or cats, I love them both. As for which I would probably own again, maybe a cat just because it's easier and quieter, but like I love dogs. You've pretty much gone to every anime question at this point. There's always more, but most of them are repeat questions, yes. Have I watched NHK? I just started. It's kind of weird. Favorite anime? Don't have a favorite. What do I think of the restaurant episode in JoJo's Part 4? Trying to remember exactly what episode you're talking about, because I did finish Part 4. The restaurant episode. Oh, that one. Wasn't my favorite episode. I think my favorite episode would have probably been like... I really enjoyed the whole Kira arc. Like, the Kira arc was the best one. It was my favorite arc in JoJo so far. What's the most likes I've gotten on a live stream? 101,000. Favorite color? Don't have a favorite color. Crimson, light blue, silver. I'm kind of open. Which genre counts as an antagonist? Which genre counts as that? That doesn't even make any sense. I know you don't like... can you please say who wins between... But that's a power scaling question. So if you say, hey, I know you don't like this thing, but can you do this thing I don't like? No. Best horror as in thriller. Then probably Monster is my favorite thriller. What's my opinion on Sukuna? I like him. He's one of my favorite characters from the series. What should I... Favorite ReZero character? Rem. Have I seen Frieren Beyond Journey's End? If so, what's my opinion? I think it's fantastic. Why people like JoJo so much? Besides it being distinct, like, yes, it's a very unique kind of series. It's also very like how do I phrase this? The power system is good. The world building is good. The fights are great. It's always like it's so over the top dramatic that it's just kind of fun, and it's very well thought out. Like it actually like surprises you and makes you second guess things. Like it's not something you can easily predict. And I think it's the writing more than anything, on top of the style. Is it true Sukuna's technique is literally cooking? It's not literally cooking. Do I remember your first anime? Yes, Dragon Ball. Best slice of life, Masterful Cat. Depressed again today. Like my second favorite genre? I guess after, like, probably like an action-adventure series. Because after cozy stuff, I still like action stuff, I just prefer cozy stuff. Depends which Monogatari you're talking about. If you mean Bake Monogatari, then no. If you like Ore Monogatari, then yes. I just started JoJo's. I'm on part 2. Silver Chariot. Does it get better? Yes. I love part 2 and part 3, and part 4 was the best so far. Full Metal or One Punch Man? Full Metal, that's not even a discussion. Do you personally prefer AOT or Bleach? Bleach. What genre is Vinland Saga? Pretty sure it's considered a seinen, right? It's like a fantasy adventure, definitely action. Pretty sure it's labeled as seinen. What do I think about a country of Turkey? It's just a country. I don't have any... to me, a country is just a place. Do I have a better understanding of Sukuna's Fuga? No idea what you're talking about. What should mean... Okay, can you stop with that now? Or otherwise I'm going to have to put you in timeout. Have you watched Apothecary Diaries? That is great. Saga is a collection of arcs towards a specific... like, a collection of arcs pertaining to a specific event. What is my opinion on... Can you guys stop now? I don't... A One Piece action figure? I don't have any One Piece action figures. Pokemon or Digimon? Definitely Digimon. Is Demon Slayer similar to JJK? Not really. Other than it being an action shonen, not really. How long have I been watching anime? For 31 years. Hell's Paradise? Haven't seen it yet. Romance anime? I got you covered. You know what? Go with Kaicho wa Maid-sama. Ever watched Kuroko no Basket? 3 times. You did it yesterday, but put me in timeout like a good... Okay, fine. You're gone for the day. You want to be in timeout so bad you're going to keep doing it? Fine. Come back tomorrow. Who wins? I don't do power scaling. You did it yesterday. Is My Hero Academia worth the watch? I think so. Is it say overhated? I don't care if it is. Like, I don't like it. But I don't think you should care if it's hated or not. Like, do you like the series? You do? Awesome. You don't like the series? Cool. Like, stop worrying about other people's opinions so much. Out of all the sports anime, what character do you think stands out the best? Ippo. Oh, that stands out the best. Chance at winning against them? Oh, okay. I'll take on the kid from Days. Who is more of a freak, Mayuri or Orochimaru? I don't know. Probably Orochimaru. Do I like AOT's ending? Oh, actually, wait. Mayuri's from... Oh, Mayuri. I think Death Parade needs a better ending. I liked it. What anime would I suggest to a beginner? I would ask you your personal preferences on genres and themes, and I'd find you something. Have I watched 91 Days? I have not. Clanad's really good. Watch After Story as well. Do I watch any... The Anime Kingdom? I have not. Evangelion or Gurren Lagann, I don't really like either. How often do I live stream? Every single day. What anime are you excited for in 2026? JJK, Free Ren, and Black Clover. Have I watched Stranger Things? No. Favorite Kuroko no basketball character? Almine. What is some life-changing anime? Vinland Saga, Full Metal. Favorite character from Black Clover? Yami Sukehiro. What anime are you excited for? I already answered that. Like Overlord? If you liked Overlord, you could try Reincarnated as a Slime. Not excited for Solo Leveling. Is it 2026? I thought it was later. My bad. Have I watched anime Wolf's Rain? I have not. Gachakuda, very nice debut anime. Gachakuda's pretty good as well, yes. 3 favorite slice of lifes. Okay, hang on. Oh, you know what? I will go with Masterful Cat is depressed again today. Bakuman. And what's another good one? With that, like, not so much on the romance side, just good, cozy slice of life. Do I have any written down? Glass of God. Glass of God. Can I have anime recommendations with a mystery and isekai? I don't know that many mystery isekais. You could try Erased, where it's like, he's not thrown into a different world, but he's constantly sent back in time. So it's like a time loop kind of thing. It's a good one. Can I do a vault? A vault of what? Bro, try watching the anime Mugen Gacha. Don't know it. Is Glass of God worth watching? I love Glass of God. That's one of my favorite cozy shows. What's your favorite Naruto character? Shikamaru. Do I have any siblings? A lot. Many, many, many. How many gospel yappers? I don't know. Is JJK Modula manga? I haven't read it. Do I watch World Trigger? Yes. Very good. Tokyo Revengers was fine. What's your favorite Naruto character? Already answered that. You said it twice. Do you think my teen romantic comedy is good? Yes. My friends told me to watch Naruto. Is it good? I think so. Let's talk about Glass of God for a moment. Slice of life. You say yes. Glass of God, very good. It is one of my favorite cozy shows there is. I don't like alcohol. I do not drink. It is a bartender anime. And it's very good. Very cozy. Have I watched Erased? Yes. It's pretty good. A little bit rushed, though. Morning Christian. Talk about Bleach. What about it? I like Bleach. And the cleaning detergent. The name makes sense now. Yeah, it's Bartender Glass of God. Very, very good. What are you experiencing on the upcoming Hunter x Hunter? I'm not reading it. I don't know. Am I walking? Yes. Game over? It is not game over. Favorite genre? Slice of life, romance, easy, like cozy shows. I like cozy. One Piece or DBZ? One Piece. Even though DBZ is pretty solid. Do I like Black Clover? Absolutely. What do I recommend to start with? I've never watched anime. So outside of anime, do you have, like, what kind of shows do you like to watch? Any genre preferences? Yokoso Watashi no Soul Society from Lord Aizen. Cool. My friends say Itachi's death is better than Whitebeard's. I mean, they're allowed their personal preference. I would say it's good. It also depends which death, right? It depends which one. I'm more of a Whitebeard fan. Rick and Morty never really dove into it that much. Isn't there a fairly new one like called Garden something? Not that I've seen. Black Clover or Hero Academia? Black Clover for me. Eminence and Shadow? Not really a fan. Left or right? Middle. I'm not picky on genres, just don't really like romance stuff. Well, gosh darn. Okay, fine. Then, You can, if you don't like romance stuff, you know what? Try Shangri-La. Oh wait, Shangri-La Frontier has some. I'm trying to think of like no romance at all. You know what? I'm gonna say it anyway. Try Shangri-La Frontier. That's a good one. The romance is pretty small. Guess who says this from Bleach? I don't know. You got a favorite romance anime you can recommend? I have dozens. I got dozens. Let's throw in a different one this time. Let's just pick. Yeah, I'm going with Bakuman because it's an anime about making anime to achieve so they can marry their lovers. It's a great look. It's a beautiful story. It's a beautiful story. Can I what? I feel like Itachi's death was kind of rushed. Well, depends which one, because kind of dies twice. Just finished Death Note after not watching it because of sports. Also, thank you, John, for all the. That's a lot of roses. That is a lot of roses. My goodness. Thank you. Should I watch all of Fate series? Yes, I would say so, yes. I haven't seen all of it myself, but I've liked everything I've seen so far. Vampire Hunter D, haven't seen it. Thank you, Terry, for the follow. Can you put a girl on? Do you want to get banned, buddy? One Piece overall. It's not my favorite series ever, but it's my favorite story. What's Gabe? What are you guys even saying now? That's a lot of roses, man. My goodness. That's a lot. He's approaching 200 roses now. My goodness. Attack on Titan, it's pretty good. Let's see. Should I Gojo's Infinity or Merlin's Infinity? I prefer the thing is, in terms of what would be more directly useful to me, probably Gojo's, but I just I think Gojo's just makes more sense for me. Y'all didn't see Dolph Laserhawk. Nope, no idea what that is. One Piece is 3 episodes left. After that, it'll be on a break until April. I know, it's great. Do I think One Piece is dragged out? No. I think the pacing needs a lot of work, but it's going seasonal, so they're actually trying to fix that horrible problem. Absolute favorite? I don't have an absolute favorite. It's on Netflix? I don't have a Netflix. Favorite character from Black Clover, Yami Sukahiro. Metabots? Yes, that's Metabots. AOT ending? I liked it. Do I play any more games? Yes, over on Twitch. My Taku on Twitch. We are continuing Digimon Time Strangers. I'm a little distracted by the open closet. There's nothing in there besides jackets. Opinion on Horimiya, it's pretty good. Mob Psycho, also very good. There is no strongest anime character. And my goodness, that is way over 200 roses. My God. John's going crazy with the roses. I just want to put a girl on one day. I mean, we've had guests. We've had guests. I've had 3 female guests in the past. Horimiya is my absolute favorite slice of life. Nice. Is One Punch Man peak? No. Is it good? Season 1 is good. Do I have pets? Not currently. Keyword is currently. If we grow enough and I get a house, then yes, I will get a pet. No, I don't have waifus. I'm distracted from Wiener from. Okay. Show us the chats. You're literally looking at. What do you mean? Have I watched Psyche K? I tried it. Wasn't my thing. What pets? It depends. Maybe a snake or something. Hell's Paradise, still have to watch it. One Punch Man falls off after season 1. Season 2 is fine. 3 is rough. Do I agree with Sakamoto Days is mid? I dropped it halfway through. I've had multiple dogs. I used to foster dogs. Well, not foster. I would dog sit, where people would leave their dogs on vacation. So I would take care of them. I just don't have a house right now. And because I'm so pressed for time, I do not have enough free time to take care of a dog. Dogs are very time demanding, especially depending on the breed, and I just don't have. I don't want to buy a dog and not take it out and give it the time that it needs. So I'm being fair to the dog, honestly. Favorite pedigree? Not picky. I like everything. Black Clover, pretty good. How much do I stream per day? An average of 2 to 4 hours, because I do a YouTube stream and I do a Twitch stream 5 days a week on average, so about 4 hours a day typically. I like Zoro. Pups need dogs need a lot of love and attention and exercise, and if I don't have enough time to take care of a dog properly, probably shouldn't get something that takes that much time. Just being honest. One Punch Man Season 2 was still very good. I wasn't a huge fan of it. Have I watched Horimiya? I have. How you doing, Dally? Kane Corso fan. I don't know who that is. You kind of look like Detective Cosgrove. I don't know who that is. Oh, from Law & Order. I've seen Law & Order. I just don't remember who that is. Is that the main guy? Like white guy, short hair, mid-40s kind of? Is that him? Do I think Vagabond is ever getting animated? I have no idea. Bro has Boku no Hero Season 8. Oh, last chance to end the war. The war's over, man. Have you seen the newest episodes? It's done. Are you a Shaman King fan? Yes. MHA opinion, it's pretty good. I had a Ridgeback. I don't know what a Ridgeback is, but cool. How much do I stream per day? I already answered that. And stop spamming it. You look like Roasted Nick Blue. I have no idea who that is. You're spamming chat, so you're getting a timeout. Come back in a few minutes. Would I watch Mushoku Tensei? I can't deal with Rudius. I tried to. Could not deal with it. The dude who left in Season 3? What are we talking about? You kind of... Oh, I don't remember. Rudius is my... Okay, buddy. You're going on a watch list. Have I watched Gurren Lagann? I tried to. Wasn't my thing. How you doing, Ali? Oh, lady, and I started One Punch Man I started One Punch Man Season 2 a few weeks ago. Nice. I hope you like it, but for me it was okay. I don't do power scaling. I'm sorry. You look like Jake from Enhypen. I thought you were going to say State Farm. Which wild pet would I don't really want a wild... Like, just go out into the woods and grab something and bring it home. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Tomo-chan is a girl. Yeah, I've seen it. It's fine. You can speak Chinese. Cool. Have I watched Tomo-chan? ReZero has a heavier story than other isekai. Than some, but, depends. The Digimon hit me harder. So I know you say you don't have a favorite, but there's not one you don't favorite, even though it's like not... Yeah, I don't have a favorite. I can name multiple shows that I would put on the exact same scale, that I would say are like roughly 10 on 10, and that I love just as much. Who say it looks like Jake? A lot of people, actually. Have I seen Inuyashiki, and did I enjoy it? Yes, I've seen it 2 or 3 times. Favorite side character backstory in One Piece? Kuma. What you think about Mushoku Tensei? Can't deal with Rudius. Have I ever been hospitalized? Yep, had pneumonia when I was like a baby. The first time someone asked me about isekai, I actually thought it was a name. It happens. If you're new, it happens. What are my education qualifications to talk about anime? I've seen over 900 series, so I'm pretty qualified to talk about anime. Is Sylphiette better than Roxy? Who's Sylphiette again? I don't even remember which characters you're referring to specifically. Favorite anime of all time? I don't have a favorite. Would you agree that JJK... Oh wait, Jujika no Rokunin is the worst. I haven't read it. You're my most watched people? That's okay. I've had the most embarrassing medical issues. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, your medical issues should not be embarrassing. People get sick. It happens. I draw North Korea. Very nice. Is Demon Slayer overrated? I like it. Season 1 or 2 for Vinland. Rate Season 2, 10. Have I seen Gachakuda? Yep, up to date. Gundam series, not really into it. Naruto, I really enjoy. Favorite anime, don't have a favorite. You had your ball. Okay, so honestly, dude, not a big deal. Not a big deal. What do I think about Chainsaw Man? I enjoy the writing very much and the animation. Next week we will look at Hockey Conquerors for Joy Boy. Indeed, we will. Will there be a One Punch Man Season 4? Probably. I'd imagine so. Probably different animators, though. Silent Voice, it's really good. Read any manga? Not very much at all. Lord of Mysteries, haven't seen it. Favorite and least favorite character in Gachakuda? I don't know least favorite, but favorite character from Gachakuda would be the receptionist. I do like One Piece. Do you think we'll ever get another anime that is as long as One Piece? One Piece isn't the longest anime now. One Piece was never the longest series. Which sport do I do? I lift weights. Cats are better than dogs. I like them both pretty much the same. I just think cats are easier to take care of. Do I prefer Chainsaw Man Part 1? I don't read it. If you mean if you're talking about the anime Tokyo Ghoul or Chainsaw Man, then Tokyo Ghoul. If you're the manga, I just haven't read. What's the longest anime series? I actually forgot its name, but you can give it a quick Google. But it's not One Piece is not close. Favorite foods to watch series with? If you mean favorite food series, then Campfire Cooking or Dungeon Meshi. Have I seen the quintessential quintuplets? Indeed, I have. Can you name some animes you want to see a sequel of? Ippo and Hunter x Hunter. You watched Dandadan? I tried to, wasn't my thing. Set your heart ablaze, my friend. Already did, but thank you. See you later. Bro, this kid complained to the VP that I spoke about him? Okay. Alright. So if you spoke about him, alright. Some people are tattletales. Maybe you said something wrong. I don't know. I have no context. I have no context. The animes that leave you wanting more? I don't really experience that very much because, like, when I finish an episode, I'm usually like, okay, time to move on and go see something else. It's not very often that I'm like, okay, I need to keep going. It just doesn't really happen for me. Man, I need a tissue or something. Can you suggest a peak anime? Do you have any genre preferences? I want more Bebop. I still need to start it. Do I like Lord of the Rings? I do. Favorite antagonist? Meruem. There's like 7 anime that are longer than One Piece. Exactly. You watched Made in Abyss? I just started. Who do I think is the best villain of all time? I don't really think best. Favorite? Meruem. I do not think he's the best. I just like him the most. Have I watched MHA? Yes. Am I walking? Yes. Meruem should be considered a villain? At the start, he's definitely a villain. By the end of series, not so much. Do I have a YouTube channel where I talk to Anna? Yes, I'm talking on my YouTube channel right now. Have I watched MHA? Yes. D. Greyman? Saw 1 episode. Lord of Mysteries? Haven't seen it. Unpopular opinion? That I don't tend to have a lot of, like, controversial opinions. Like, people don't like that I have a lot of I just don't care that much. Oh, my most controversial opinion that there is, like, no best anime. There's no, like, I don't have any sort of ranking. Thoughts on isekai genre, sir? The genre does not matter. It comes down to the series itself. It comes down to the individual series. Have I watched Cyberpunk? I have not. Have I watched MHA? Indeed, I have. All of it. Any Talk has never disappeared. Have I watched any sports anime? I've seen quite a few. One Piece got to be the most iconic, though. Most iconic I'd actually give to Pokemon, because, like, even your grandma knows Pikachu. What are some anime you've never finished? Oh, I've dropped dozens of series, guys. I've dropped dozens and dozens of series. I drop series more than I finish. Are the new MHA episodes peak? Yes. Don't sweat. Some people can't realize they're asking the wrong questions. It happens. Let's see. Is anime over-sexualizing? Some of them are. Some of them are fine. See, basically, I was giving some kid advice on speaking to girls. This dude who sits 4 seats in front of me on the bus thought was shipping it. Okay. Have I watched Castlevania? I have. It's pretty good. Name some sports anime I have seen. Okay. Let's scroll down. Where's my sports section? Where's my sports section? It should be around here. Here we go. Haikyuu, Ippo, Kuroko, Ice Shield, Blue Lock, Awashi, Days, Megalobox, All Out. Those are some examples. Is Invincible anime? No, it's made here in the West. Do you think Ultimate Gohan is a fraud? I don't really do the whole power scaling thing. Is Fire Force good? Apart from the fan service. The fan service definitely takes away from it. I did find Season 2 and 3, like, okay in general. Season 1 was the best one. Ellen Light playing tennis. That was a fun episode. Have I watched the Dune movie? I have not. You watched Togenanki? I have not. Do I watch anime? Absolutely. Do I like gambling anime? I've only seen 1. It was fine. Should I watch ReZero or Berserk? I like Vinland Saga. You can watch the 97 Berserk or ReZero, and both would be good. Eminence in Shadow, wasn't a fan. Have I watched Devilman? Not really. I dropped Vinland Saga in Season 1, just not that interesting. If it's not for you, it's not for you, but I loved it. Tower of God, really, I loved it. You should watch Eminence in Shadow. Already dropped it, it was terrible. Dropped it. I finished it, then I'm not going back. Is Vinland Saga top 5 series? I think it's going to be it's amongst my favorite series. Is Castlevania anime? Yes. Favorite motto? I have no enemies. If you see One Piece, who is my favorite? I don't have a favorite, actually. I've tried. Akudama Drive? Don't know it. Haven't seen it. Have I seen Vivi Florette, Eyes Song? I have no idea what that is. If I like animes like Naruto and Demon Slayer, here's the thing. That just tells me Battle Shonen. So I'm just going to give you more Battle Shonen, but please do diversify outside of just shonen. So, like, you could try Shangri-La Frontier or something. Have I seen Hell's Paradise? I have not. Best anime character nickname? I keep changing my mind on this one, though. I keep changing my mind on my favorite nicknames. I go back and forth too many times. I'm tired of Isekai. Okay, so watch something besides Isekais. That's perfectly fine. What I think of Mushoku Tensei, I don't like Rudius. Gogeta's cool, absolutely. Apothecary Diaries, really good. Why are you saying... did you see the latest anime House to... Can you... Okay, you're getting a timeout, buddy. Like, come on. I don't want to keep doing this. You guys are making me do all this extra work. What anime deserves a reboot? Ippo. Do I watch Kuroko Basketball? Yes. Even though it's done. Can I see your artwork? I don't draw. My mom sent my mom sent my mom... Oh, his mom sent my mom a 39-paragraph message. That sounds annoying. What do I think of Hell's Paradise? Haven't seen it. Can you stop saying Nick? I don't see who's saying it. Sorry. Did I watch ReZero? Yeah, ReZero's really good. Black Clover, really good. Talk about Mushoku Tensei? No. Because I dropped it because I'm not dealing with Rudius. Tokyo Ghoul deserves a remake? Sure, why not? I'd be fine with that. You mean Ippo the boxing? Yeah, Ippo is great. Get a job. I get paid to be here, unlike you. Okay, you know what? I'm just banning people. You know, from now on, when people do that, you're just banned. You're just banned. I haven't watched Tokyo Ghoul, but my brother told me it's really bad. The first half is good, though. The first half is good. Have I watched Scooby-Doo? Of course I've watched Scooby-Doo. Of course I've watched Scooby-Doo. Is Naruto animation the worst of the big three? I would say no. You also have to look at when. Like, sometimes One Piece's anime is great. Sometimes it's not great. Sometimes Naruto's anime is great. Sometimes it's not great. So, again, they all have ups and downs, and I personally like all three of them. If you're genuinely asking what is Scooby-Doo, it is time for you to experience culture. Please go watch Scooby-Doo. Not the new Scooby-Doo. Go watch, the OG Scooby-Doo stuff. Naruto ReZero, Naruto. After Egghead, is it true that the One Piece will came as it's moving seasonal? Yes. He said Tokyo Ghoul anime is bad only because the manga is the best thing you will ever read. I disagree. Well, here's the one. I haven't read the manga. I'm not gonna. That sounds like a very biased opinion, but the Tokyo Ghoul anime does fall off at some point. But the start is strong. I hate the new Scooby-Doo. I never got into the new Scooby-Doo. OG Scooby-Doo, from the 60s until the early 2000s, was very good. Have I seen Black Clover? Yes. Am I ready for season 2? Yes. Can I recommend a good anime that's kind of deep but not too much? Kind of deep but not too much, like Parasite. There's some level of depth. It's not super deep. Or Inuyashiki. Do I think Blackbeard will kill Shanks? Yes. What requirements should be met to call it an anime? An animated series made in the East. You have Korean anime, you have Japanese anime, you have Chinese anime. Yeah, an animated series made in a particular region. Parasite Parasite is deep, but it's not super deep. Parasite has some depth. They ask for some level of depth. But it's not mind-blowingly super complex. Come on. Long animes are short. Depends on my mood. Usually short. Thoughts on Devilman? Only saw this one episode. Idaten Jump? I don't know it. Aaron or Lelouch? Lelouch. Do I think Queso would kill Emo? Queso would eat everybody. Is Black Clover action? Yes. Favorite Akatsuki member? Are we counting Toby? Yeah, I'll say Toby. So you're definitely hard banned. You are definitely hard banned. My goodness. And I'm putting you in timeout too. Guys, you know what? Just enough now. Enough. Thoughts on Devil May Cry anime, not the newer one. I haven't seen any. I haven't seen much of Devil May Cry to begin with. AOT overrated for me. I mean, again, I like AOT. I'm just not I'm not a hyper fan. Thoughts on Devil May Cry anime? Already answered that. What if it was made my Japanese man living in the U.S.? Okay, so your nationality does not matter. The nationality of the person making it does not matter. It's where the content is being produced. Thank you, Premium. Kakuzu is my favorite Akatsuki. Kakuzu's cool. He's up there for me. Thoughts on Not Game Make a Kill? It's pretty good. World End. If it's the one I'm thinking of, then no. What's hyper? I don't know. Any 12-episode peak recommendations? Any genre preferences? What do I think is the best group team? I have several. I like the Akatsuki. I like the Chimera Ants. I like the Knockers. Kind of depends. Would I rather fight a jaguar or a leopard? I mean, I'm dead either way, let's be honest. So you're banned. Is Goosuke a good name? Goosuke? Cyberpunk, I haven't seen it. Just finished Lord of Mysteries. Glad you liked it. I haven't seen it. Obito solos the Akatsuki. I mean, okay, whatever you say. You have to destroy nothing. You have to destroy nothing. New season. These three anime. Oh, destroy nothing, change, and new season. Berserk, Kingdom, Vagabond. I don't read Vagabond. I've never seen Kingdom. New season of Berserk, but a remake. Do I know any anime like Shangri-La Frontier? Log Horizon, reincarnated as a slime, Overlord. How many animes do I think I've watched? Over 900. What do I think about JoJo's? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Are anime bad? No. Why? Because it's just a medium. It's just a medium. It's no different than anything else. It's like comparing it to theater versus live action versus whatever. It's just a medium. What's my max bench? I don't currently use the barbell bench press. What's my opinion on Death Note? The first half is good. Solo leveling? I do. I like it. Do I have a list of anime I've seen? I'm working on it, but yes, I do. When will you get around to JoJo's Part 5? I have to clear up my current watch list, so finishing up World Trigger. Once World Trigger is done, I have Monster next. Any anime like solo leveling? Reincarnated as a slime or Overlord are the first that come to mind, or Shangri-La. Which is better, Dragon Ball or Spy Family? For me, Dragon Ball. Depending which part of Dragon Ball might be Spy Family, depending. Haikyuu is like a solid 8.5 to a 9. What are your thoughts on Black Clover? It's really good. Don't you at any point notice that every anime just starts looking the same? No. Maybe if you turn your brain off too much. Like, there might be a point where you're turning your brain off too much, but anime can very greatly vary from one to another. Toshiro Bankai or Domain Expansion. I don't really care to have either. I just think swords are cool, so I'm going to just say Bankai. I only watch English dub. Does that make me a fan? No, you can watch anime in any language or form that you prefer. How you doing, Fake? When's the new season of JJK? Sometime in January. Do I know about Davy D. Zebek? Yes. Kamehameha or Final Flash? I like Final Flash. Who is my favorite girl from the quintessential quintuplets? It goes back and forth between Miku and Yotsuba. I could really go either way. In terms of who I think is the best. Favorite childhood cartoon? It could be Courage the Cowardly Dog, Teen Titans, Jimmy Neutron, Dexter's Lab, Danny Phantom. I have a number of them. No way someone compared Spy Family with DBZ. They just asked me which I preferred more. It wasn't like a direct comparison. I like Miku. Who is Yotsuba? She is the sporty girl from quintessential quintuplets. So like shoulder length straight hair, usually. Realistically, would you rather exist in the world of Vinland Saga or the Promised Neverland? Vinland Saga. I want to hang out with Thorfinn. What do I think of the One Piece is? I don't have a concrete answer for you. Best JoJo's either Josuke or Jotaro. Nino is just not, I mean, personality-wise, not really my cup of tea. Teen Titans is elite, I would agree, but the 90s ones, yeah, like not Go. What's my favorite genre? Cozy, slice of life romance stuff. Yotsuba is the Death Note reference, since a business in Death Note. Okay. Are the Straw Hats gonna get more members? In my opinion, the thing is, I am not up to date on the manga, so there might be content missing that I have not yet seen. I think it's certainly possible, but I do need to actually catch up to know exactly. I think it's possible. One Piece is too political, then I don't know. Maybe you don't like thinking that much. Favorite anime? I don't have a favorite. I don't believe we won't get any more main members. I think it's possible we don't, but I also think it's possible we do. Again, there's information out there that I don't know, so my opinion may change. How do I feel about Dongwa? The source of the anime doesn't matter. I don't care if it's American cartoon, Chinese, Japanese, whatever. If it's a good series, I will watch it. Really want to know your opinion on one. I don't do power scaling though. What do I think is the top 3 new gen? There is no top 3 new gen. You can have any personal favorites you like, though. Would you rather binge an anime or wait each week? Weekly. I'm not really a binge watcher. I also hate power scaling. Thank you. How you doing, Kale? Thank you for the follow. Would I rather eat spicy food or bitter? Definitely spicy. I'll become a straw hat. Cool. But I also am a straw hat since I have the straw hat. How about Deku's suits? Oh, his outfits? They're fine. Not really my style, but they're good for him. The Chinese, but how do I feel about the Dongwa you've ever watched? I actually haven't seen any Dongwa to my knowledge. I just started Naruto. I think it's worth it. Sorry, I don't do power scaling. Steven, what's your opinion on Dragon Ball Z? I really like Dragon Ball Z. Have I read the manga Stop Hibarika? Nope. What's your opinion on Dragon Ball Z? How spicy? So it depends on the culture of spicy. Because, like, some culture spicy is nowhere near the spicy of other cultures. I enjoy spicy more than I can tolerate it. So, like, I would need time to build up to higher levels of spice. So, like, when I go to a restaurant and I order, like, there's, like low spice, medium spice, very spicy, I'm usually towards the middle. Thank you, Lachi, for the roses. I'm about to go to bed. Can you give me an anime to watch, action or romance? Okay, let's go with romance, because that's kind of my specialty. Let's go with Gosek this time. You think ReZero is the best isekai? No, I think Digimon is. Hello again, Future Cause. Would I rather face off with All for One or Muzan? I mean, I'm winning either way, because they're both fiction. I win by default. I'd recommend Lord of Mysteries. I've already been recommended that. Haven't seen it yet. Daily Life of Immortal King. I did not enjoy. Oh wait, Daily Life is Chinese. Okay, so I've seen that one. Didn't enjoy it. You ever play anime Arena Fighters? Sparking Zero I have. Ninja Storm I have. The Tenkaichi series I have. Xenoverse I have. Favorite One Piece arc currently Wano. Fragrant Flower 10 on 10. One Piece forces down a narrative. That's why it's too political. It doesn't force down a narrative. First of all, it gets you to think. It gets you to think. If you don't like thinking, that's okay. Maybe you like to watch anime to turn your brain off, but like it's very close to the real world. Do you think female MCs can't be as... No. They can absolutely be just as good or better. Shira Yuki from Snow White with Red Hair is one of my favorite MCs. She's a regular, unpowered female. Just a regular woman. One Piece feels very open-ended on the message they want to give you. Because it wants you to think. It's not trying to make you... What do you mean? It's saying no to slavery and genocide. Is Tom and Jerry anime now? What's happening to my hair? It was cut off on the side. Now it's long. It was never cut. No, my hair's just poofy. I just have poofy hair. When it grows, it gets like curly. I'm saying that's a good thing. Oh, how you doing, Sassy? Favorite anime? I don't have a favorite. What happened to my hair? My favorite female MC is Mao. Oh, Mao Mao. You know what? Fair pick. Mao Mao is a fair pick. Favorite Naruto arc? Originals. Original Sasuke retrieval. Hagrid, you still sick, man, or are you back? I see you moving. What am I doing? Walking. If you were to make your own anime, what would it be about? I wouldn't make an anime, because that's just not what I'm good at. It's just not my skill set. I'm very confused, so am I. One Piece makes you think about how the world is going on. Exactly, I agree. When's the gym stream? I would need money for a new mic. And, okay, you know what? Actually, thank you for reminding me, because I keep forgetting to do this. Is there actually a reasonable amount of people who wants me to bring back gym content on a separate channel? Not on here, on a separate channel. Is there enough people who actually want me to do that? You're in Mexico and you didn't invite me. You went to Mexico and you didn't invite me. You know what? I feel kind of offended now. How many steps a day? I don't track. I just move. Have I watched Beyblade? If so, I've only watched the original and it was really good. So, okay, so I'm seeing quite a few yeses. You tried texting me. I do not see any Discord messages. I don't see any Facebook messages. I don't see any evidence that you tried to text me, Haggard. I don't see any evidence of this. So maybe I should bring back the gym content. Okay, I will consider bringing back the gym content. What do I think the One Piece is? I actually don't have an answer for you because any theory I would come up with, I wouldn't be confident in it right now. I've been meaning to catch up to gaming streams. While we're back on Twitch today, how do I feel about Seven Deadly Sins as a show? It's enjoyable, but has a lot of problems. But in all seriousness, it's for my uncle's 50th birthday. You know what? I would wish your uncle a happy 50th birthday. I'd like to go to Mexico. Favorite profile? What's my profile picture? It's Escanor. What is going on? Please tell me. We're talking about Mexico, the gym, and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It has the best character designs. It has some pretty good character designs. I don't know about best, but it's very good. I don't have a top 3. What is the meaning of life? It's ultimately whatever you want it to be. Any underrated isekai like ReZero, Mushoku Digimon, man. Can I recommend me a good anime? Do you have any genre preferences? Hagrid was busy at Hogwarts. I mean, he does love being compared to Hagrid, so fair enough. Thoughts on Kuroko? It's really good. So the woke just means aware of current societal issues. I think it's a good thing. Do I know Yu Yu Hakusho? I do know it, yes. Mogwarts? Which anime has the best looking food? If we're just talking about the looks, then probably Food Wars. World Triggers Fire, I would completely agree. Yeah, I would agree very much. I like a lot of action, so action? I'm not going to go solo leveling just because everyone already does that. I'm going to say, yeah, you know what? I'm going to go Zatch Bell today. How do I feel about specifically the, you know what? Shaman King. Let's say Shaman King. How do I feel about specifically the Danganronpa 3 anime? I've only seen Danganronpa 1, and it was good. Soul Eater? I like Soul Eater. Do you have snow where you live? Yes, we do. I'm in grade 6 to Crete, and Syria has a civil war on Turkey. Okay. Best cooking animes. Campfire Cooking, Dungeon Meshi, Food Wars, don't watch that with your parents. But yeah, that'll pretty much cover you for a while. How does snow taste? Like hard water, I guess, because it's just water. Do I like Demon Slayer? Yes. Did I personally find Sakura annoying? At the start, yes. Now she's good. Thoughts on blankets? I like blankets. Yeah, don't eat the yellow snow. You're from Iraq. Cool. Can I tell you a joke? As long as it's not, discriminatory, because, as much as I appreciate dark humor, this is, a public chat. I don't want to do anything that's going to get me banned. Death Note isn't talked about enough. It's talked about too much. My Little Pog Champ. Okay. You think Boruto was pointless? No, I think the anime was not adapted well. What is my favorite character in Demon Slayer? Guillaume. Top 3 characters in JJK. Aoi, and everyone else can die, honestly. As long as Aoi is safe, I can live with it. As long as Aoi is safe, I can live with everyone else dying. Why do they female characters annoying? Female characters can be awesome. I don't know what you're talking about. Snow is kind of bad tasting ice. I depend. I mean, I've had good tasting snow. I've eaten snow. Do I cosplay Sabo for Anime North? Go for it. Why not? I mean, the thing is, it might be a little bit warm for you, though, right? Because, you don't like warm costumes. I guess it depends how... Because are you going to wear, the jacket and the shirt and, everything? Because it could get a little bit warm. Do you think Dio is the GOAT? I like Dio. Which anime character do I... What's wrong with you guys? My goodness. So the fact that you're a beginner doesn't actually matter. What matters is what you're actually interested in, genre-wise, themes, anything like that. Why can't I watch Food Wars with my parents? Because the person who directed Food Wars was also someone who directed hentai. My message, please. Okay. I think the One Piece is the sword Joy Boy holds in the sun. I don't agree. I know it's... Yeah, I don't think that's it. What is my top character in JJK? Aoi. Thank you for the follow. S deserves a follow. I appreciate that. You think AOT is horribly written? No, I don't think it's horribly written. My favorite part about AOT is probably... Well, actually, no. The writing is good. I think the writing for AOT is good. Most evil, heartless, cruel anime character? Saturn recently pissed me off. Saturn recently pissed me off quite a bit, so he deserves to be smacked around. which he did. He does. Best Hokage, Shikamaru. Ever watch No. What do I call a cute door? I don't know. One Piece fans glaze the show way too much. So again, some fans, I think any series can have out-of-hand fans. One Piece included, Dragon Ball, doesn't matter. Every fan base can get a little bit, annoying. If it could be a Delphi that gives you immortality, no. I don't agree. My name is Shadow. How much more time? About, oh damn. I'm gonna say 10 minutes. Nanami was my favorite character, but he's half the man he used to be. Yeah. I mean, Nanami was never my favorite, but he was up there. He was cool. Are there funny anime? Absolutely. Sakamoto Desuka is really funny. God damn, stay still. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Sassy, for the cowboy hat. You think if Johan Liebert had the Death Note, he would have had it harder? I think the world would be screwed if Johan had it. Do I watch DxD? No, I dropped it. Favorite stand? Harvest. The most glazed fan base? I don't worry about it. I don't worry about the fan base. That was a perfect dark humor joke. It was pretty good. Can we see your setup? You actually can't because my camera's locked in place. Oh, wait, that's my YouTube chat. No, because it's literally just a table, 2 monitors, and here's the mic. And that's it. That's my setup. What do I think about the new Big 3? There is no new Big 3. What anime characters do I think deserves a Death Note? No one deserves a Death Note. It shouldn't exist. You're wrong about the most evil tortured character is Griffith. Here's the thing. I never read the Berserk manga. I know Griffith is a terrible human being who deserves to suffer forever. And I'm not even saying he is less evil or more evil. I just picked someone in the moment. Oh, hang on. Let me make... Fixed it. My bad. It's because I showed... we got it. Do you know anyone wanting to invest in what? Invest in you? No. Watch Drive Head or Hyper Rescue. No idea what that is. You're going to go? No, you're not. Opinion on Saitama? He's okay. What do I think the One Piece is? Just take a guess. But the thing is, that's not how my brain works. I only make statements when I'm confident in my statements. I don't have a guess. Even if you said just say anything, I don't have a guess. I think through things before I speak. I don't do power scaling. What anime character you think deserves a Death Note? None. Ace is such a glazed character because donuts get glazed? I mean, yes. You've done that joke before, Haggard. I think you need a new one. Your last joke was good, but that one you've done before. Is someone who can dig for gold. Okay. Do I know what? I am Death Note? No, you're not. If never read it before, don't read it. Trust me, literally have trauma. I'm not afraid of dark series. I like dark series sometimes. Have I seen DxD? I dropped it. Imagine Anya Forger having a Death Note? Nah, she wouldn't do it. Have I seen... I don't have... My brain does not work that way. I don't find fictional characters hot. Sorry. Just not how my brain works. Friedrich is good. I would agree. Do I like Itachi? Sometimes. He does stuff I don't like, but overall, yeah. I mean, I don't think he's perfect. Do I watch JJK? Indeed, I do. I know, buddy, but this one is different. It doesn't matter how dark it is. His profile picture, he's literally fire. Yes. Have I watched Bleach? Yes. I know I'm late. How much time do I have? About 7 minutes. Should I watch JoJo's or Death Note? I'm going to say JoJo's. What are some scary anime? I have never found an anime scary. I can find anime that are dark, but scary? I don't know. I've never found an anime scary, personally. What's one anime you regret watching? If I don't like a show, I just stop watching it. So, I won't regret trying a show. I just won't force myself to go all the way through it because I don't hate myself. Also saying One Piece is not connected to modern politics, well, every protest... Yeah, even if people weren't doing that, I would still say that it's related. I think the One Piece is the weapons of Joy Boy. I do not. Do you feel like everyone in Demon Slayer has the same backstory? No, I think there's definitely differences, but I think most of them are like sad, they lost somebody or barely survived a really dark situation, poverty, all of that. Would SpongeBob win? No, I don't do power scaling. Have I watched Alien Stage? I have not. I think people running with the One Piece flag is the same thing that you think it has a narrative. People run with things. Obviously people are choosing the Straw Hat flag during protests for a reason. There's a reason for it. Do you prefer reading or watching? Definitely watching. How you doing? No Name. Do you think you'll ever read more manga? Probably not. Like realistically, no. Do I like the season 3 of One Punch Man? No. Rakon, stop spamming high. Like just one high is enough. Can you tell me an anime to watch? Can you tell me what genres you like to watch? Do I watch dub or sub? I watch them both. Do you think you'll ever read more? I already answered that. Read Kingdom? Not going to. What anime has the best fan service? I don't like fan service. It's all terrible. What will you do if you actually turn out to be Joy Boy's weapon? I'll do nothing. I'll just keep watching the series. I'm allowed to be wrong. I just don't think it's right. For freedom, that's why they picked the Straw Hat flag. Exactly. Yo, Halo. I love Halo. I'm not here to talk about why Akihiko is not a villain, probably. Okay. That's one kid was in 2 backstories, Demon Slayer, and he was the antagonist. I'm trying to remember what you're talking about. Saru, don't make me ban you. Don't make me ban you. Stop asking about Roblox. I'll ban that too. I tried to ban... actually, why is Roblox not being filtered? There should be no one should be able to comment that. I think Luffy has the Death Note. He'd write his own name? No. What has popularity to do with toppling the big bad government? The government... we're talking about corrupt government, right? We're talking about overthrowing a corrupt government when One Piece is about overthrowing a corrupt government. If you could only choose one, would I choose anime or manga? Anime. Is Cowboy Bebop good? I haven't seen it yet. Did I like... Gara has my favorite character development in Naruto. What's the mecha in the back? That is Metabots. Wait, let me make sure. Was that Metabots or Bravern? Yeah, that's Bravern. Yeah. Wait, my friend just recommended the anime. They said it's good. Which one? Love Mushoku Tensei? I don't like Mushoku Tensei. Can you tell me another anime like similar to it? Depends what you mean. I'm just gonna say Reincarnated as a Slime. Anime planning to watch. I need to finish Monster next. One Piece Season 6 or Ghost Stories. One Piece Season 6. Could Toei have done more if the over-the-top fan service did not exist in One Piece? Well, Toei put it there. Toei's the one who did it. I mean, it would have been better if they didn't. What's my favorite? I don't have a favorite. Chainsaw Man manga over the anime. I don't read it, so I couldn't tell you. Have I watched Gurren Lagann? I tried. It wasn't my thing. See you later? Okay, I'll see you later, dude. Ghost Stories subbed is... Oh, yeah, let me post the Discord in... Let me post the Discord in the Tiki Talk before I end the stream very soon. Let me just throw that in there. Pin that to the chat. Okay, because we're ending soon. I just want to make sure people have the chance to join. Historically speaking, taking pirates as your role model would probably not be the best thing. The thing is, we're not talking about pirates that go around, doing horrible things and pillaging and stealing. We're talking about literally saving people. Like, making sure people have the ability to eat and just live. We're talking about a government that's willing to wipe out entire races and slave whoever they want. This isn't a government you want to support. Favorite Gundam show? Bravern. Have I watched Oshinoko? I have not. When did you start watching anime? 1994. Roger's crew watched Joy Boy's journey as a movie? Nah. One Piece being popular and about freedom is why the flag was used? Yes. Thoughts on MHA? It's pretty good. Also, guys, in 2 minutes I'm calling it. Just a heads up, I'm going to answer as many comments as I can in those two minutes. I linked the Discord in the channel, so feel free to join. We'll have a Twitch later today. You should watch Grimgar. I haven't seen it yet. Have I watched any sports anime? Yes. There's good and bad, and I've seen a lot of good ones. So, sure, I like it. Have I ever accepted recommendations from your fans? I have. First of all, I don't like to call them fans. I think being a fan is kind of odd. I'm just a person. I'm just a person who likes to hang out and talk anime. Second, I have accepted requests, but usually they're pretty bad. Blue Lock, 7.5 to an 8-ish. How much longer are you going to be live? About 60 seconds. Saddest death in Naruto, Jiraiya. Okay, not counting Boruto, I'm going to say Jiraiya. Would you want a funny anime that makes funny sounds when you bonk someone? It doesn't really do anything for me. It's not my kind of humor. I'm not against it. It's just not my kind of humor. Can you tell the YouTube stream I said hello? I mean, they see it. Oh. Yes, YouTube stream, the TikTok stream, specifically J2 says hello. Saddest death in JJK, Nanami. Do I like Luffy? Yes. How you doing, Taco Man? Would you want a funny anime? I already answered that. Saddest death, already answered that. Griffith is a good written villain. Do I agree? I haven't read the manga, but from what I saw in the anime, I would say so far yes. They say back the TikTok stream says hello to the YouTube stream. I would also consider myself the same. I also don't live in the U.S., but criticizing the government like Oda does in the One Piece is more of a right-wing and conservative theme. Is more right-wing and conservative. Okay. I don't think you've really looked much at recent political conversations, have you? How much time? About 30 seconds. Do I think Gojo versus Suguna is going to be as big as that? No. I think it's going to be a good fight, but that's about it. Do you think the ODM gear could ever be a real invention? No. I mean, could it actually be done? Yes. Will it ever actually be used? No. Completely impractical. Would I win in a fight against any fictional character? Yes. Oh, you're asking... Oh, I don't do power scaling, sorry. If you're asking... I thought you were asking about me. Of course I'll win. Is Death Note good? I like the first half, personally. How is it impractical? Because you try fighting while swinging around with those kinds of forces applied to your body. You're not going to be able to do anything. You're not going to be able to do anything. And there's way more practical things to accomplish anything like without that gear. Anything you would get from using that gear can be more practically done for cheaper and safer. Do you like Indians? Your nationality does not matter. Your nationality does not matter. I don't care what your skin color is. I don't care about any of that. People are people. What if I'm an Ackerman though? You're not though. How is it again? It's not practical. You're not going to be able to do anything. You're going to be helpless, flinging around in the sky. The author would obviously not know how successful and famous his anime would become, but being that said, stories push their narrative, and the author's supposed to do. Okay, what if he is Griffith? He's not though. He can pretend to do whatever he wants, but it's not going to work out. Why do I find this live cool? Like, I don't know why, but I'm kind of enjoying watching the live. Unfortunately, the live is ending, but we do have the Twitch. You know what? I'll stay live for an extra 60 seconds because I will pin the Twitch in the chat so people who want to join the Twitch chat can later today. So let me quickly throw that in there. There, I'll throw in the Twitch, but it's also linked in the Discord. So if you join the Discord, it's there too. But yeah, I'll give you guys a minute. Let's see. Have I seen Mr. Robot? I have not. Is the Discord active? I'm trying to make it more active, but the fact is a lot of the members are like adults with jobs and kids. There's a growing audience of like teenagers who actually have the time to talk. I'm active in there every day. I'm in there every single day. There's a couple of regulars, like Thomas is a regular, Shadow's a regular. There's a couple of regulars, but we're trying to get more people actually talking. And a lot of the people who want people to talk more are waiting for someone else to even say anything. So you got to talk. My anime top 5, aura farming, I'll just say Escanor is 1. If you accept and respect all people, what if they are racist? Then I don't accept them. But I'm accepting people of all races. But I'm not going to accept discriminatory behavior. That's a different thing. I'm a regular, right? Pujith, I don't know your Discord name. Is that your Discord name? Bro is not Piccolo. I am Piccolo. Don't worry, I'll be a regular. I appreciate that. Goo is a top tier anime. Nope, don't know that one. You're alive? Cool. I just feel that the world has more hate now. There's definitely a lot of hate in the world, but there's always been more hate. What there is social media and the internet making hateful messages spread faster and easier. every country influences each other. So to say like that any country's impervious to the politics of another would be silly. Piccolo cosplay when? That would be incredibly difficult to do and a lot of body paint. That'd be a lot of body paint. People are hating on fat hands now. I have skinny hands. I got small hands. Do I watch One Piece? Indeed I do. Anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap things up. I'm going to head over to... I need to do my groceries, then I'll come back and we'll do a Twitch stream in about like... Let's say like somewhere between 2.5-ish hours I'll be on Twitch. Just join the Discord and you'll be notified when I'm going live. Okay, and I'll think about bringing back the gym content, your content. Yes, this is my content. Okay, let's call it here. Calling it here. Boom. And boom.